One of the main benefits of traveling abroad is the following. Let's say you're from the States or Canada, UK, or whatever. You're used to a certain level of friendliness, right? Maybe if a lot of us come from places where it's not that friendly, right? And people are sort of just insufferable, right? For whatever reason. So the thing is, right? I was in Peru a while ago, for a while, and I had a chance to drive through the Andes Mountains, right, and to see just people, right, in their villages in the mountains, right, and these, just bright-eyed, rosy-cheeked, smiling little kids, just like the same thing you see in Africa, same thing you see even in Asia and any other place on this planet where they aren't used to seeing tall white people or foreigners at all. So you show up and they're just happy to see you, and that's sort of a really genuine interaction, and that's the thing that a lot of modern travel has actually caused us to lose, because we're either in resorts or in hostels or in the city, and a lot of us don't really get to have that sort of tribal experience. I'm not saying you need to go to the Amazon and join a tribe, but it's really more about being around people who are really just in their own thing, and they've created their own sense of niceness in their community, their own sense of happiness and just general joy with life. And so those are the things that we don't actually get to see a lot back home, right, in the first world, right, in the ways that you would see in other countries that are still developing, or even in a rural area. You can in the middle of the deep south, right, in the States, you can still get some pretty hospitable people, right, even in northern Ontario or Canada. Like it's just what I've noticed as well is when you're in a place where there's just a constant influx of people, you can't give a genuine and sincerely interested "Hi, how are you?" to 100 people in a day. You're just, you just have to block it off. If you ever work with people and have a large line, you're just tired of people, tired of the big cities, and getting outside to these smaller places really does give you a sense of what life was like before modernization, before we became obsessed with money, capitalism, TV, TikTok, and everything else, right? So it's something to consider. And I'm not saying, to move there and to stay with those people, because I definitely wouldn't, because it's just really hard to integrate. You really, maybe you marry someone there, but it's hard, right? It's only very few people can really integrate into like a very rural setting without, wanting to go back home, after a while. So that's the thing. If you are willing to see kind of an ancient way and just get something from that and give something back, a happy smile for a happy smile with strangers. It's nice.